Welcome back, everyone. Here you're about to see why donkeys are smarter than you think. They might look like they have a small brain, but they're actually very smart animals. They can actually even outsmart humans sometimes. Donkeys are highly intelligent animals, probably more so than you think. Donkeys can recognize themselves in the mirror, which shows self-awareness. In a study conducted by the University of London, donkeys were marked with a distinctive nose or ear shape and then shown their own reflection. They were also given treats in front of the mirror, and it was recorded how long it took them to make the connection between the mark on their body and the one on the donkey in the mirror. Some donkeys needed up to an hour to make this connection, but eventually they all figured it out. This is considered to be a sign of self-awareness, something that was previously thought to only exist in great apes and dolphins. So it was a big deal when it was discovered that donkeys have this ability to. The results showed that donkeys are indeed very smart animals. It takes them a little longer to realize that the mark on their body is the same one on the donkey in the mirror, but eventually they figure it out. And some of them seem quite pleased with themselves once they do. Another thing that makes donkeys smart is their problem-solving abilities. They can figure out how to get to those tasty treats that humans put just out of their reach. Their memory is also impressive. They can remember the location of food and water for up to 24 hours. And they are able to use this knowledge to get what they need, even if they have untapped access to it for a long time. Donkeys also have excellent spatial awareness, and they can judge distances really well. This helps them navigate tight spaces and avoid potential obstacles. They can even figure out how to open doors to get where they want to go. If they're persistent, donkeys can be great at figuring things out. They may not be the fastest learners, but they will keep trying until they get it right. They're also very good at adapting to new situations, which is another sign of intelligence. Donkeys that are kept as pets are able to adapt to living with humans, and they can even learn to walk on a leash. They're also very good at social learning, meaning they can learn from other donkeys as well as from humans. This is how they learn the skills they need to survive in different environments. Donkeys are also very curious animals, and they love to explore their surroundings. They'll often stick their heads into things to get a better look, which can get them into trouble sometimes. But it's this curiosity that helps them learn about the world around them. Some people might think that donkeys are stubborn, but they're really just being cautious. You don't want to do anything that might put them in danger. They're also very independent animals, and they don't rely on others to make decisions for them. This can be frustrating for humans sometimes, but it's because donkeys are thinking for themselves. Donkeys can even tell when their owners are trying to trick them. In one experiment, donkeys were shown two boxes, one with a tasty treat and one without. The donkeys were able to figure out which box didn't have a treat in it, and they refused to open it. When the researchers tried to trick the donkeys by putting the boxes in a different order, the donkeys were still able to figure out which box had the treat and which one didn't. They were essentially calling the humans out for trying to trick them. But what about donkey brains? Are they actually bigger than you think? Well, not exactly. Donkey brains are actually pretty small, especially compared to other animals. But it's not the size that matters, it's how you use it. Donkeys have about 500 neurons in their brain, roughly the same number as dogs and cats. However, the way these neurons are connected is what makes donkeys smarter than other animals. Donkeys also have a lot of dendrites in their brain, which help with memory and learning. So next time you see a donkey, remember that they might be smarter than you think. They might not be the smartest animal in the world, but they're definitely pretty smart. And they're definitely not as stupid as some people think. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. See ya.